And now, your Midday Ark-La-Miss news update.
Good Tuesday afternoon. Thanks for tuning in to NBC News Daily. I'm Randy Stone with your Midday Ark-La-Miss update. Today, thousands of people in Louisiana will cast their ballots for the midterm election. And Secretary of State Kyle Ardian is doubling down on his message that Louisiana's elections are safe and they're legitimate. Capitol reporter Shannon Heck brings us those details.
After the 2020 election and the falsehood that the election was stolen spread, Louisiana Secretary of State still emphasizes that our elections are safe. Kyle Ardoin has been berated by election deniers with conspiracies that voting data is being sent to other countries or that the machines can be hacked. Ardoin strongly denies it.
Despite what anyone says, our machines are never connected to the internet and never will be. Only my staff programs and tests our machines. Machine testing is a process that is open to the public.
He also says that Louisiana is ranked by a number of organizations to have high election integrity. When asked how to regain the trust in elections for those who are skeptical, he says that the work is already being done.
The more dialogue we have and the more questions we answer, I think we can get to the bottom. We're not going to convince everybody, but we're certainly willing to convince those who are willing to understand what we do.
The state has also been searching for a new voting machine to replace the decades-old system. A committee decided on machines with an audible paper trail. It'll still be some time before voters see a new machine at the polls.
It'll probably be finalized between the gubernatorial and the presidential, but then you have to start the implementation process, and we probably would be on the borderline.
Ardoin says he expects a voter turnout for the midterm to be between 42 to 46%, which is about on average. For your local election headquarters, I'm Shannon Hecht.
The Louisiana Republican Party's leadership have endorsed Attorney General Jeff Landry for governor in 2023. Now, this comes before any other candidates have officially entered what is expected to be a very competitive race among high-ranking GOP politicians. Lieutenant Governor Nungesser, U.S. Senators Bill Cassidy and John Kennedy, and U.S. Rep. Garrett Graves are among those considering making a run for governor. It remains unclear who will emerge as a Democratic candidate. Arkansas Republican Senator Tom Cotton says he will not run for president in 2024. Cotton took his name out of potential candidates' consideration for his family. He is the first major potential Republican contender to announce they are stepping aside. Cotton says the rigors of a presidential campaign for the next 2 years would be too hard on his young family. In a meeting Monday night, the police jury voted 4-1 to raise a property tax mill from 0.75 to 1.75. That millage will be added to the March ballot. Property tax will be used for a health unit and animal shelter. 0.5 of the funds will be used to pay for the construction of that shelter. Once the construction is complete, the police jury says the tax would then go down to 1.25. There'll be a special election vote on this issue March 25th from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m.
And now, exclusive Storm Tracker Doppler weather from the most experienced meteorologist in the Ark-La-Miss, Jared Floyd.
Daytime highs today back in the low to mid 80s, and again for your election day, not really going to have to pick and choose your time to go to the ballot box. Pretty much everybody can just go whenever they need to. The weather will not be any kind of deterrent, so you don't have to dodge rainfall or anything of that nature. Clouds and the fog a little bit hanging around, a little pesky this morning, but we should see some peaks of sunshine through the afternoon. Lows tonight will fall back into the mid 60s. Again, mainly clear to partly cloudy skies early on in the evening, and then we'll transition to partly to mostly cloudy skies overnight. Those clouds kind of picking back up toward daybreak with a light easterly breeze. Not a lot in the way of rain chances over the next 7 days, even with a series of cold fronts, or really one big cold front and a breakdown in the upper level pattern. Doesn't really foster a whole lot in the way of rain chances. We see that upper level pattern break down on Thursday as we see what should be Nicole, or tropical storm, or Hurricane Nicole, whatever you want to call it, as it moves westward. Right now, subtropical storm, but should be a hurricane as it moves its way westward. That breaks down the upper level pattern, allows us to be slightly cooler on Thursday. It also robs us of any moisture that could scour out rainfall. And then a bigger cold front Friday drops temperatures through the course of the day, and that keeps highs in the 50s through the course of the weekend. Morning lows in the 30s. Football Friday night, be aware temperatures could be falling and it could be breezy on Friday evening.
Be sure to get out and vote today. NBC News Daily continues.